Alright, YouTube, I got a special request from a viewer to talk a little about line double ups to increase the throughput and efficiency, and also to talk about stations and their usage. So let's take a quick look at it. I don't think I have really too much to say about it, but we're gonna see. Let's load up the current game from the stream I play. And here I do have upgraded recently a few lines. I can let it run. So there was quite a big jam around these areas, and you can see here I have a double line here, which is not that necessary. However, if you look at these resources, you can see they are producing quite a lot, meaning I do need some kind of a single line wouldn't be enough. With a farm that is connected to another farm, and that's another hefty amount of resources that needs to be taken care of. Looks like I could use some more trains for it. And the point is, they merge into these two lines, and also they split here. You could see doing this junction in another video. Point is that it was a single line and I really had to upgrade it. You see, this station is quite busy. So, but let's look around where and what you should double up. In general, you have these single lines that can merge together, and then you go further and merge into, let's say, one more thing. These are also pretty. This is a maxed out. That's a maxed out, and this oil is coming up soon. So yeah, 2-3 maxed out industries are already causing a single line problem. So I would say that from this point on, you definitely should have upgraded this. Now here you can run into the issue that we have a double line here, which could use some work because yeah, it's way too cramped. And this one you should upgrade it to 6, but you run into issues. So I might just build here and connect this together and have here the 6. I usually increase my station sizes as needed, so it's over time they got bigger and bigger. There is another lane, one to drop the coal and one station to drop the goods. I have doubled this up recently. That's something I definitely should have got rid of, but I couldn't take a look at it. But you see how much it slows down everything because of this zigzag. Yeah, that's definitely a big no-no, but I don't think we should upgrade the line here just yet. We should get rid of this and solve the issue that they are all over the place. And this whole issue can be driven back to this junction. So sometimes you have to address the problem, and sometimes you just have to double it up. This is a big forest and we are transferring this to another one, so that's almost 3k wood that we have to deal with. So we definitely need a lot of trains for that, but I should just expand the station and not causing this jam here. Or maybe I should just build an overflow there. Also, this line clearly needs a double up, and this station here, which is, good to keep in mind. Yeah, this was my original line that I had to go there, join into this line and get into the factory. And recently I did this walk through the hill stuff. It's a much shorter route and makes more sense, but at the time it was basically an empty line, so now it's much more occupied. You can see industries rising in production, and it's really hard to keep up with all the stuff we have here, especially because we have limited time. So this area, which is basically, you can call it a main station hub, is definitely could use some improvements and works. Single lines here like this, you probably don't need to upgrade this. You probably have to solve the problem that comes from this area. Let's take a very simple example, the goods line, right? So yeah, here I had to add more ships because the number of trains transferring the steel to there was unsustainable. Looks like we have a serious goods problem, given that this is only 51%. But yeah, so here we do have two main line going all the way to the city, but also we have two main lines from here. It's a lot better ratings, but still a lot of cargo is waiting, and they also have two main lines, so this is 4x4. So yeah, I soon should add one more to this, because this is not enough, and that already gives me a headache how to do that. But yeah, so another simple example, this area is not that well improved, although they are, yeah, okay, never mind, they are growing like a weed. Okay, that's not, so I merge here a few things. Transferred forest to here, another forest, they are all going to this sawmill, and I have a few stuff here and there, also just collecting resources, and we are using this line. So you don't need to upgrade this, but soon you will need it. Yeah, so maybe this junction area could use an upgrade, and from this point on just double up the lines. It's probably worth it here. And rules of thumb, if you double up one way, you always have to double up on the other way, otherwise you will run into issues. But yeah, so this area definitely could use an upgrade, and probably the station also could use some more space. So this will come here, that will get here, and this is the new entry point. So as you can see, I use a lot of terminus stations. This is the normal way. This is when I want to force them into the depot. And you can see this this version can really nicely handle quite high amount of cargo. This is a separate dedicated line to deliver the goods from this newly added factory, and as you can see, it's soon time to add 2 more, or actually even 4 more to the station. And this is 10, so I would split it 5 by 5, something like this, and then they can come out here. This is functioning as intended for 3000 goods, right? Anything above that can't really handle. So yeah, it soon needs an upgrade, especially if you upgrade this one, it will flow better, they will make more goods, so then this one needs an upgrade. So where to use what kind of stations? It's highly dependent on what you are familiar with, or what is the type you can construct fast. That's simple. There is no realistic big difference between Terminus and Roro. You see, I tried to use Roro for mostly goods, because I swear this city is a pain. They just don't wanna let me have a station here. Also, this could soon use an upgrade. Probably I need to cut through here in the city to... yeah, that's a problem for me as well. You see, I had to double up this line and it's already really congested, so I had to construct a new track for the iron ores. The point of the double ups is to maintain the flow and keep the vehicles at full speed, unlike this. Yep, so I have my own problems with this save game. I'm trying to work on it from stream to stream. When I'm absolutely buffered and cannot do any more upgrades for the goods, I usually change to ships, so you can have a lot of line. Like here, this is kind of a spaghetti. It's basically a doubled up line, which isn't really enough. As you can tell, I need more station capacity and probably line capacity as well, because they are really close to each other. Plus there is one outlier coal mine that goes here, so I had to implement some extras, and then I tried to fiddle with inputs and outputs. It's not exactly working as intended, but that's life. So yeah, I have a lot of work ahead of me. This line clearly needs an upgrade. I just don't have the space realistically here without destroying this iconic river. Here I try to make an overflow, but it doesn't exactly work as I intended. And also the station needs an upgrade. I built this new pair of tracks here just to alleviate some pressure from the main station, but this is producing and this is producing, and we are mostly, you know, keeping up with stuff. But yeah, I usually use terminuses. I can't really tell why. I prefer, you know, you can repeat the patterns here and it works mostly. I need to upgrade this as well, I just don't know how. So yeah, you see they are standing still, some are cruising, and if you see later, I probably should have more on this line than I have on this, so it's a balancing act. I tried to implement a balancer, it didn't really work out as intended. It's probably related to the connection over there. So stations, definitely worth to use this kind of, Christmas candy styles. I definitely like them. Terminus is good for everything. I mostly use it to pick up stuff. Many other variations in use. So, if you have small trains that I don't, you can sometimes see something like this, and they can do something like this. And this is always an option. If you wanna have this or not, depends. If somebody needs to get through this, sure. And you can now curve them, and a simple basic signaling will do the trick. I haven't really played with these, so I don't know how efficient these are. I just know this kind of things do exist. It's interesting. I've seen more of the other version of this. Is this shifted version? So this is really important when you really know what you're doing, and you definitely need your trains to be in sync. And the point is, you come in here. I said come in. And get out on this side. Now keep in mind that this is 7, I guess 6 is the maximum you can use confidently. 7 might be just way too much. Also, you can copy this thing all over again, and you do an exit here, and you can have a line there, you see, and then you can copy this whole thing again here, like so. So yeah, it's kinda space efficient. I have no problems with it. So yeah, I think that's about it.